Hello everybody, so we're getting ready to start the interactive notebook for dance for Unit 1, Week 3. This is the setup. So here, as you can see, my cover, turn the page, here's my cover page. And you should have already received your grade for the first grading period. There's 3 grading periods per semester. So here's the first one, should have been graded. Please check that. Here is the updated table of contents with the new stuff. So you have week 1, week 2, and now week 3 is now in there. So here's week 3, fabulous. Week 3 is telling us that it starts at page 20. You want to make sure that your numbers that you have are aligning up with everything else. The dates I hold off on until we actually do it. So it's telling me that it's on page 20, so I'm going to turn the page 20, there's 17, 19, okay, 20. Here's page 20. It should say Unit 1, Week 3 Reflection, and at the bottom it should say Vocabulary. You should have asymmetrical movement, symmetrical movement, organic shape, geometric shape, angular shaped, and curved shaped. Some of you are like, wait, we've already did asymmetrical movement and symmetrical movement. No, you did asymmetrical and symmetrical, not the movement aspect of it. So it's a little bit more different. You guys have the definitions for them. We did them in class while we were doing this, but it's slightly different. So please look on Schoology for your vocabulary. The old word, remember old words go in red, new words go in green. So these are all the new words, they're in green. The old word for this week is called body shape because we did it before already. The next page that you would have on page 21. So 20 is the reflection vocab. Next page is symmetry in movements. And then we're going to turn the page. The next page you have is shape of movement and reflecting on my movement. So right here, I didn't fill in page 23, which is right here, because I'm going to do it with you. So as you can see here, I have my 3 envelopes. Here's 1, here, 2, and 3. We're going to try to fit these in a weird way. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that fits there. Some of you, hopefully you don't have bigger envelopes than this because it's obviously not going to fit. If you have a bigger notebook, it would be best to use your bigger notebook. We're going to put this here and I'm going to glue it. Remember your paper that I'm talking about is this paper right here. Let's get a better angle of it. And here it says the directions. Please cut out the pictures and text boxes. Glue each text box on their own envelope. Glue envelope in your notebook. Title this page Matching Shapes. Please look at the video posted on Schoology. So here's the page. I know the page came out a little weird. So here I already have cut it out. The text boxes. So here are the text boxes right here, 1 and 2 and 3, and I've already cut out the pictures ready to go. Okay, I understood that this picture right here came out a little funky, so what I did is I drew over it to show what the original picture looks like, so you can see the comparison. Yeah, it didn't come out so great, did it? But this one right here is a beautiful picture versus this one is, it's learning. Okay, so there's that. So here I'm going to show you what I did. So here I'm going to glue in my envelopes. Of course you want to glue them in a way where they fit best in your notebook. If all 3 in a row fit best in your notebook, fabulous. If they don't, that's okay. Look at my improvisation right here is what I'm doing, because see, I can't fit them. Actually I can. If I overlap them, so I'm gonna take this one off. And you always want to take stuff off right before you right before it dries. So if you just automatically glued it, that's what you want to do. So here I'm gonna put this right here in the middle. And what I can do is actually overlap it with the second one. So as you see here, obviously if I put them side to side, they won't fit, but if I take this and move it up just a little bit, it would fit, okay? We just don't want the flap covered because we're gonna put our pictures in there. So here we go. All right, that looks good. And we're gonna do it again. Okay, here we go. And it's in. Look at that. All three of them ready to go. Fabulous. Looks fabulous. Okay, it was the easiest way for us to make pockets. So the first thing that I'm going to do is glue on this one, symmetrical versus asymmetrical. And of course, you're putting some glue wherever you feel is best to put it. And it's going to go right on the flap. Bam, done. The next one you're going to do is geometric and versus organic. And this is the order that we'll learn them more so in this week. Of course, like I said, we learned a little bit about it this week, but not too much. So here's that. And I'm gluing it on. Okay? Bada bing, bada boom. All done. Okay? Now what I have is all my pictures. As you can see here, once pull it up. Okay, so here is all my pictures. Okay, and what I want to do is write what each one is on the back. So let's pick it up. This one, our special one, I considered this one, and most people consider it geometric, just because, as you see in the official one, there's a geometry right about it, a geometric shape right around it, and she is technically creating a geometric shape, and we want to think that it has lines and there's straight lines and everything like that. So this would be considered geometric. So on the back, I wrote geometric. Okay, and what I would do with it is take it and place it in, and it might be too big, and it is. So what I would do is take it and fold it inwards in half, just like this. I fold it inwards, and then I'll place it in the geometric versus organic. So this is not really an activity that we're doing in class. This is a example to show you, oh, this is what a geometric and versus organic shape looks like. So here's this one. I'm sure you can guess that this is a tree, and this is a picture of a tree, which is great. I hope you can see that. So I considered this to be, can you guess? Organic. Very good. So on the back I put organic. Why? Because organic is made up of natural things. And of course this is many people to make this organic thing, but it's still considered an organic shape. Look at that. It's beautiful. So we're going to take this one, and we may not need to fold it. So we may just be able to just place it in because it fits. And it does. Boom. All done. Please do not seal this. Leave it open. Okay. So let's move on to this one. This one right here, what can you guess this one is? Is this angular, is it curved, or is it symmetrical and asymmetrical versus asymmetrical? So for this one, I actually gave it asymmetrical because it is asymmetrical and it's also angular as well. However, this one fits more so the asymmetrical well-being. So what you want to look for is if you took his body and divided in half, does the left side look like the right side? And it doesn't. So on the back, I wrote asymmetrical. Okay. Here you go. Here's the other one. What is this to you? Does it look angular, curved, or symmetrical? And if we're working on asymmetrical, you might want to think that this one is symmetrical, and you can kind of see it through the paper there. So his right, again, if we divided it right in half of his body, his right side basically matches his left side. So it's good enough for me. I'm going to take it and put it in the asymmetrical versus symmetrical one. So that's done. And then we want to move on to angular versus curved. So is this angular or is this curved? This is a difficult one. So it's half and half actually, because her legs are angular, but her top upper half is curved. So what we want to do is consider it completely curved, just because we want to consider it completely curved just because the arms are giving more of the definition than the legs are. So it would go under angular curved, and in the back I wrote curved. Now, can you guess what this one is? Angular or curved? It's the last one. Yep, it is angular. She's the only one who's really displaying full-on straight legs. Of course, it could also be considered as asymmetrical or even geometric. However, this is more so of an an angular thing. Everything is pretty much straight. Even her arm is bent, but there's a straight line. Here's a straight line. Her hair is even straight. Her body is straight. The head is straight. It's on a tilt, but it's straight. The arm in the back is straight. Leg is straight. This one's straight. So I considered it angular. Okay, so go ahead and put it in. And look at that. We are, ooh, it's a little bright. There we go. Look at that. Now we're done. Done, except for the title. So that's the last thing that we have to add is the title. So the title is called Matching Shapes. So guess what I'm going to add? The title. At the very top, named it Matching Shapes. So I'm going to write it in. Fabulous. And my number page actually got blocked by the envelope, so I'm just going to rewrite it over the envelope, just like that. So anytime you need a reference to what the two are, I mean, not only do you have the definitions in here to tell you what it is, but you also will have these activities that you will not complete at home, that you will complete in class. So please just glue them in your notebook. Do not fill them in. And then voila, and then you're gluing all this stuff in and you're ready to go. See, all these cards are here waiting for us to use. So anytime you need a reference, boom, oh, this is what this means. Oh, this was this means. So if we have an upcoming test, there you go. You have the answers right in front of you, okay? Please be sure, again, to do for homework for this week. Anything here that you didn't finish, please finish. Please leave this section blank for movement sequence number 2. But all this, if you haven't done it, you should complete it because we've done it. This week you have your week 1, week 2 reflection. And then you have your unit 1, week 3, not reflection, vocabulary that you need to put in there. Gluing and setting this all up and gluing it all in. So for the most part, your homework is pretty easy. You just have to do it. And remember, I give you the definitions and everything. And also update your table of contents. A lot of you guys received a 0 on it because you weren't updating. You were warned about it, so make sure you are updating. The notebooks were a great start for what we had so far, but we still have a lot more work to improve on. So make sure what your grade is. Remember, it's out of 100. Make sure you have all of this done. Okay, everything in here is done. Remember, I'm not here to do this. I'm here to use this as an example. So don't forget to complete this, please. Complete all assignments in here that you didn't complete. Do not complete that. Complete this, the vocabulary, and glue this in. And then you should be good and ready to go. All right, bye.